to Fenrich. Fenrich was barely a man when an experiment most volatile forced him to leave home, and he entered a world most hostile. The swamp boy set out, a place in the world he would find, and also with ways to make better explosions in mind. Gifted in magic, he sought to improve his skills along the way. He did many deeds, some of them noble, even yetis he did slay. He also had sex with a hag. As magical snow appeared and covered the land, he sought the answers, so a trip to the moor he planned. Upon a tower he stumbled. Inside a wizard was found. A battle was fought, but when the wizard was almost downed, he sought to set blaze to them all. So a fireball he let loose, but weep not for poor Fenrich, cooked like a goose. Burnt to an ash was the way he would have preferred to go. Probably.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dicing with Death, or welcome to Dicing with Death, something along those lines, where Fenrich is dead, and we have a new character.
Spoilers. Jeez.
Super spoilers, Fenrich is gone, and Ryan is now going to be running the campaign, and I will be playing Malcolm Smith.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'll just throw you right into it. But do you want to give me and our lovely viewers a little description of your character? Visual description, and then if there's any other special skills or background you would like to.
Sure, let's give a nice walkthrough of who he is as a person. Malcolm Smith is a 17-year-old human left-handed male. He stands about 6 feet tall. His stats are 9 strength, 7 dex, 17 con, 15 intel, 11 willpower, 8 charisma, and 10 perception. He has a maximum HP of 6 because only fighters can get +3 from con. So as a wizard, he can only get +2 from con, and he rolled a 4, so 6. And yeah, his skill set, I mean, he was a smith, his last name gives it away, are a lot of physical things. He's got, in addition to reading, writing, and spellcraft, he's got blacksmithing, horseback riding, swimming, fire building, navigation, and astrology. He comes from an abusive home where he did not really particularly enjoy it. His father, despite being an asshole who repeatedly physically abused him for his entire life, saw that he was not capable of being a smith, part of the reason for the abuse, and turned him over to a local hedge wizard for some sort of training. And once he got good enough, he decided to set his father on fire using the burning hand spell he had learned that day, and hightailed it out of town after raiding his dad's shop for all the money that he could find, which totaled 50 gold. And yeah, so now Malcolm Smith is out in the world, has nowhere to go, nowhere to be, no real plans, and is hoping no one will finger him for the murder of his parents, because his mother got caught in the crossfire and the house burned down and she died too.
Didn't Fenrich also burn down his parents? Isn't that the most convenient backstory ever?
I mean, I like fire.
All right. So, sorry, describe your physical appearance again.
He is kind of tall and imposing, but a little like greasy and soft-spoken because he's socially awkward with that charisma. His hair is long and black and kind of tied back in multiple, like, a tie at this point and then a tie a little lower and a little lower. And it comes down to like the lower shoulder blades, not the bottom of his shoulder blades, but down a significant portion on his back. He's physically imposing, but soft-spoken and kind of unkempt with poor hygiene.
All right. So, let's throw you right into it, I suppose.
Do it.
We have Malcolm. You've just traveled by ship from wherever it is you are from. Feel free to make up whatever more details on your backstory you need to, but I'm not really concerned. You fled the trouble you got in and sought off in search of greener pastures. your little dinghy rowed to shore from the galley you came to town in on, and your rocking boat pulls up to this stone dock jutting out of the ocean, and you are offloaded. Before you see a city. You can say you know its name as Solstice,
Ooh.
the the pride of Western civilization, tucked amongst the sagebrush and foothills. Um, Many sandstone formations jut from the hills and look to be made from the same stone that you are currently standing on. But you get this sinking suspicion in your belly, similar to when you cast a detect magic spell, maybe that something sinister lurks beneath the surface of this city. Uh, of course, audio issues don't come out until after. I think that's as loud as I can go.
All right, we will
Can you
live with it.
can you crank me?
I've got you cranked as high as we'll go.
I don't believe it. There's.
I got
I mean,
nothing there.
I'm sure it is, but I don't know. Is that how this stuff works? Is there really no? You can't can't you infinitely amplify something with software?
Not with the technology I have available. There must be a technique, but I do not know it. It's okay. I've just lowered myself down, so now we're all just generally quiet.
Yeah. So you step off of this dinghy onto the stone dock. Your legs still a little wobbly beneath your feet. You've spent what seems like weeks aboard a ship.
Have I ever been here before?
No, but you probably heard rumors. I mean, and enough to entice you to come here in search of a new life. Sailors push past you, to make their way from dock to city. And you can hear sort of the hubbub of a crowd, but your vision is obscured by some short, squat wooden buildings nearby. Jutting over top, you see that large, imposing sandstone buildings. And the foothills beyond.
Okay.
I gave you a little token on the map. Let's see if you can control that guy.
Let's see if this works. Aha!
Aha! Yeah.
I'm stuck to a grid.
Yeah, I don't
can't
have
even
that.
see myself.
No, you step into the darkness. So why don't you describe what you're doing, and I'll reveal as you move.
Well,
You step off of the dock into the.
Having never been here before, I would like to just kind of walk around a little bit. Can I try and find a market center, somewhere to get the lay of the land?
Yeah.
Maybe
so
if there's any towers or churches, see if I can find up in the church to a bell tower.
Yeah. So you step off of the dock onto the dock area of town. It is a lowered, flat area, all paved with stone. All around is bustling of sailors and merchants, and then all the associated, pie salesmen or what have you.
Pie salesman, that's the go-to.
Yeah, meat pies. Fish pies, get your fish pies. Oh, I totally meant to DJ things. Let's see.
Oh, cool. Because I was trying to DJ, but if you
okay, I'll let you take care of it one of these days.
Damn, I should never have said that.
Okay. Whoops, and I even lost my roll 20. Yeah, so all around you is the members of it's actually quite a culturally diverse mix. People of all races and creeds intermingling by the docks, hawking wares and the like.
All right. It's
late morning, early afternoon. The crowd. I
want to go find a church and climb its spire if they.
So they will let me. You're standing on this stone dock area. There's a few wooden structures that look somewhat out of place that have been built atop And you see, at least within vision, a couple of staircases that lead up towards the rest of the town, away from the docks.
Okay.
Off to the north, you see a small streak of white, a thin, tall tower that you can only, can only assume to be a wizard's tower. And then, sort of beside that, you can see a large building made of sandstone that sits above the rest.
Okay. Well, I want to go towards that wizard's tower then.
Yes, very well.
Should I move myself in that direction? I guess it's
Sure,
this
yeah.
way.
Yeah, I mean, so you can just sort of see. Hold on a sec. Actually, can you? Oh, you're just playing music for chat. You can't even control it.
I cannot control it for the two of us.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, somewhere looming over the buildings to the north, you can see the tower. All right. You step up the staircase onto a marble walkway. Beside you are some wooden buildings, and then to the south, it looks like an entire, like a enclave of sandstone blocks stacked on top of each other, up to several stories high. This paved road continues straight as far as you can see through the center of town, and out the front door.
Keep on going towards the tower. If there's...
Yeah,
if I come across
so the tower is pretty much due north of where you are now, before you moved. But your way is blocked by buildings. You can try and cut through some
I'll
alleys.
take the main road. I'm also looking or keeping my eyes peeled for a large market square or something.
So, like I said, there's a lot of trade going on down by the docks, but that's mostly bulk sales or.
Yeah, I'm looking for your big ass bazaars.
Yeah. So far, you haven't seen any. Most of the people you pass are going about their business. Carts full of wares coming and going. People pushing past. You see a group of robed priests brushing past you and heading north.
I follow behind them, using them to part the way of people before me.
Yeah. The crowd's sort of thin the further you get away. All right. So as you approach this building, massive building, hundreds of feet long and several stories high. Most of the other structures are single story or maybe 2-3 story apartment buildings. Yeah. So this massive building has a short, squat tower attached to the front left of it, and then peeking over from behind it, you can see the tall marble tower that you had spotted from a distance. You see some steps leading up to a large open doorway. There's actually no door on the front of this large building. It's just some steps. Next to this front entrance, there's a row of columns supporting the second store, which juts out over the first, and next to that is a statue of a large statue of a gender-neutral figure holding a tilted scale. Long flowing robes carved from stone.
Are there any guards on the door, or is there anyone official standing about that I could...
Yeah, beside the door you see two figures cloaked in white, so wearing white robes, with white hoods over their faces, swords at their side, but unarmored.
I tentatively approach one of them, the one on the rightmost one, and say, "Good sir, could you tell me what this large building is? I'm new in town, and I would very much like a view of the city. Am I permitted to climb it?"
You have the great pleasure of standing before the library of Solstice. All are welcome.
And the towers, those are part of the library too?
No, not directly. Although you do see with your eyes that they're attached.
Right. May I ascend to the roof?
Public is permitted up to the top floor of the library, but you must be invited into either of the towers.
Thank you, sir. And I enter the library and try and find my way to the top.
Yeah, so you probably step into your dream. Maybe not. I don't know about this character. But rows and rows of books. Actually, if he's anything like your last evil character, I'll probably just try to blow them all up.
Might set them on fire, maybe.
Set the stone bookshelves on fire. Yeah. So yeah, before you, rows of these stone shelves stacked with books. Milling about are various scholarly types. And so directly across from you on the far back wall, you see a staircase leading up to the second floor.
Well, I go to the second floor. And then up and up and up.
Yeah. So on the back wall of the room, there's a staircase that goes up 4 floors. 4 flights of stairs. These are quite tall floors, though. Ceiling's probably 20 feet high on each.
Okay. Yeah, I just keep pushing myself up to try and get a view of the whole town.
Yeah. So you climb these 4 stairs. Most of the floors look the same. Rows of bookshelves. You notice there's a section near the staircase on the second floor where the shelves are made of wood instead of stone, but for the most part, more of the same. You reach the 4th floor and step off. You can see sunlight shining in from windows across the way.
Can I? I walk to the windows and look out.
The staircase was sort of the back.
Yeah.
And then you can find, windows encircle the building on all sides. But I assume you want to look towards the city.
Yes, I'd like to look towards the city.
Yeah. So you see stretching out to the west, sort of sloping down the staircase to the docks, is the ocean quarter. And the sea beyond, which is actually more of a bay. So you can see a couple miles off to the east, you can just barely see like a little peninsula. And then sort of in the far back, in the far south corner of town, you see these old stone buildings, whereas much of the eastern portion of town is new, roughly constructed wooden structures. You probably can't get much more detail than this, although feel free to ask questions.
No, I take a moment to let it all in, and then I glance around the library looking for a patron of sorts that I may speak to.
A patron?
Yes, some library goer.
Yeah, like I said, there are scholars milling about.
Perfect. I go find one of these dudes.
The first person you encounter is a woman.
Okay. Is she standing or sitting?
She's standing just a few feet away from you. So you're at the window looking south. Mm-hmm. She's just a few feet away from you, browsing books on a shelf. She looks older, sort of frazzled, grayed hair. And she's wearing just plain brown robes.
Okay. Milady, excuse me. I have a question for you.
She looks towards you. She's got a pair of spectacles that look about as thick as a... They don't have bottle caps, Coke bottles back then.
No.
But they distort her eyes, and they look big.
Might there be a wizard in this town, perchance? Perhaps a spellcaster or two?
Or 200.
200? Do tell. Do explain to me.
There are many spellcasters. What seems to be your problem? I don't see any warts. She starts giving you down.
I am not warted. I tend to keep away from kissing frogs, but I would like to learn. It is in my blood, as my father said, and I am here to improve my craft.
An apprenticeship. That may be tougher to come by. I've been trying to get the wizards to teach me some tricks for decades.
I'm not looking to be a conjurer of cheap tricks, ma'am.
Excuse me. Incantations.
I didn't even pick what spell I memorized for today.
Oh,
that's important. Hold on. I actually should know this. I think today I would do hypnotism. No, miss.
Yes.
Does that mean you have any knowledge of spells? Are you a spell crafter of your own? Or are you completely unskilled?
Excuse me. I am skilled in many ways.
So
but alas, no, I do not have any conjurations to teach you.
I see. That is most a shame. I glance around the library. Do I see anyone else within vision?
Yeah, she's still sort of giving you her full attention, which may or may not make you awkward as you look around, surveying. At the far, so you're between the wall and a row of bookshelves. There's you and this woman next to each other. The only other people you can see from here, aside from people out the window, are two. They have to be monks of some kind. They've got their heads shaved in a funny pattern, and they're wearing matching orange jumpsuit type things.
And are they nearby? If I were to punch this woman in the face, would they immediately notice?
They're a ways off. They're actually like 100 feet off. And you know what? Scratch that. Beyond them, you can actually see a few more people putting in and out.
Okay.
This building's bigger than I had realized. There's probably some rooms at the far ends and stuff, but it's like 1,000 feet long.
All right. So I look back at this woman. I say, "What? My name is Malcolm Smith," and I extend my hand.
She extends one and shakes yours and gives you a name that takes me 2 seconds to come up with. Eliza.
What a pleasure to meet you, ma'am. What is your trade here in town? I say as I run through the words of a spell in my mind.
Trade? I wouldn't say that I'm a merchant. I'm a scholar, a sage. But sometimes I trade in various fungi or herbal components as
knowledge is often said to be the greatest of trades. That must make you a very wealthy person if you can spend your time indoors instead of beating your flesh on an anvil.
Wealthy in spirit, I think. In the exchange of knowledge, both parties are the richer as a result. Not like those, not like those filthy merchants in the old quarter.
I see.
Minding their ledgers to pinch every penny away from their lessees. Are you casting a spell?
No, I was going to cast a spell. If she was wealthy, I was going to cast Hypnotism and then tell her I had cast Featherfall and that she should jump out the
I
window.
mean, if she's able to afford to live in this nice place and hang out at the library in the middle of the day, she's probably got some money. But you're getting the impression that
Yeah.
a fungus saleswoman is probably not gonna.
Yeah. She's probably not carrying hundreds of gold on her at this moment.
No. In fact, you don't even see a coin purse on her.
Yeah. I losing interest in this conversation, I say, well, and I just walk away. Malcolm is an awkward teen. He doesn't really,
This an awkward old lady. She seems a little frazzled, but you don't even bother to look back. Leave her to her doing.
Okay. No, I'm not sure.
The monks are still having a discussion.
I'm not sure what where I should be going at this point. Do you have any quests lined up? Is there anyone with an exclamation point bobbing over their head?
There's not. Me prep.
Oh, okay. What am I thinking?
I mean, I can arrange a goblin assault on the city if that's something you need, but I wasn't planning on it.
No. What does Malcolm want? Malcolm wants more spells, more magic, more power. So he's going to go find one of these robed, orange jumpsuited men.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to try and get something out of them.
If you're looking for knowledge, I mean, you're literally surrounded by books. You don't know if any of these are spell books, but you probably doubt that they are.
Yeah, I highly doubt that they would just be spell books lying around. But also, he's a, what do you call it? Hot-tempered, impetuous youth. It's not really, I mean, we may come to a time where he just sits and reads spell books for days on days, but that is not today. Today he is looking for a monk. So I approach one of the abbots and say, excuse me, brother.
They stop their conversation and both turn to you and give you a small bow.
I do not return the bow. I'm too awkward to.
The shorter one speaks up. Yes, brother. How can we help you today?
I was told that there are a great many wizards in this town, and I'm a new practicing spellcaster of my own, and I was kind of maybe hoping that some of them might be looking for someone to teach. Maybe. Do you know anyone like that?
You've truly come to the right place. What did you say your name was?
My name is Malcolm Smith.
Malcolm Smith.
What is your name?
My name is Peter.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Peter.
And this is Peter. And he gestures to his friend, and they sort of chuckle to themselves.
A couple of peckers. I'm Peters.
Yes. Tis amusing that we've been paired together now.
Yeah, it's.
Anyways, you
downright
say
fun.
you seek answers to life's burning questions. Well,
No, I'm actually looking for magic.
Those do not lie in the study of witchcraft. But I can unlock within you power beyond your comprehension.
I'm listening.
I can enlighten your mind to the way of the world.
I'm listening. What do you propose?
Do you feel an emptiness in your heart?
No, not particularly.
Yearning in your soul.
I feel the burning.
Does the road before you? Yeah, you feel the yearning? Does the road before you beckon?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Then you must allow me to enlighten you. If you embark on the road that stands before you, that beckons you, that causes you to yearn, and you follow the noble 7 principles that have been passed to me by my guru, Peter the First. I can assure you that I will open your mind to power beyond comprehension.
So you are a true warlock, then?
No, not a warlock.
A wizard,
Right.
a mage, a sorcerer, a conjurer, an enchanter, a diviner, a
Did I
transmuter,
not
an
tell you
arbiter,
that those studies are distractions from the true path?
an invoker?
He shakes his head.
So what you're telling me is that you don't actually have any powers or skills or magic.
I did not say that.
Well, I'm not sure what you're getting at then, but I would very much love to learn some new spells if you are interested in teaching them to me.
Patience, 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 young one. Yeah. Um, this will all come in time. But first, you must ready yourself to be the vessel for this truth.
Is this the point where you ask me for some money?
No, no. But as I said, your vessel must be pure before it can hold the knowledge that you seek.
I don't know. What is that? What do you mean by be pure? Do you need to be like? I can go wash off in the ocean if that's what you need.
That is a good guess, but yeah, not too far off. I can show you the way. I can save your soul.
Yeah, I don't.
2 days' time, me and Peter will be heading north to purify ourselves for the way. I'm sure that if you attended us, it would. unlock
Where are
much
you?
more.
How far north are you heading?
As far as the road takes us.
To purify the way?
Purify the way. Yes, you were learning quickly.
Okay. Where should I meet you in 2 days' time?
Why? Here is fine. The very steps of this library.
Okay,
I think it's deeply symbolic that we embark on our journey from this place of sacred knowledge to a place of even sacreder knowledge.
And what exact? I mean, I think I understand that you're looking for knowledge, but what is it specifically that you are seeking?
Ah, that's the question. It rocks eye
Okay,
contact
well,
with me,
can
honestly.
you recommend to me an inn so I can find some place to stay for the next few days?
He sort of. Let's see. We are staying at the Traveler's Oasis. It is near the Eastern Gate. Quite affordable.
I will go there myself. Thank you very much, Peters.
They both bow deeply.
I give him like a bit of a bob.
Did you give them
and
your name?
I did. Malcolm Smith.
Right.
And
We look forward to seeing you in 2 days, Malcolm Smith.
You can just call me Mal. All my friends call me Mal. And
All
then
right, Mal it is, Malcolm Smith.
And I leave and go search for the Traveler's Oasis.
Yeah, so he told you near the Eastern Gate. You haven't really seen many Eastern Gate, but you can head
I'll
east.
start looking
and
for an Eastern
You can move your
Gate.
character around, and
I do have, I believe, navigation and astrology. So I think
so you
between the
can
two of
find
them,
east.
I can find north.
Unfortunately, there are no stars out for your astrology to be applied, but
But the navigation, I can sail by the sun. Depending on the location of the sun and the time of day, I should be able to figure out north.
yeah.
Cool.
I mean, the north is north on this map, or
Yeah.
north is up, or whatever.
So I leave, and I'm going to go down to this intersection and then go east.
Okay. As you're walking, down the stairs, you brush past a man with a flowing white beard and blue robes, who, in a hurry, just rushes right past you up the stairs.
I eye him lustily and greedily.
He looks like a wizard.
I know, he looks so cool. I want to be just like him.
He's got a big staff that he's using to walk up the stairs with.
I have a staff. I have a staff.
You do.
It's not as cool as his, I bet. Mine's just like a...
Flowing blue robes.
Man, I'm wearing...
Crazy beard.
I'm not even wearing colored robes. I've got like brown pants on and a... and like a...
How's anyone going to know you're a wizard?
Dirty white tunic. I know. It's not fair. It's all got like sweat stains on it and little rips and tears and...
Yeah. So you come to the crossroads and head east. You pass some wooden structures, and then, yeah, right about there, you spot off to your left a 3-story wooden building with a little sign hanging out front that has a tropical tree inscribed on it and the words "Traveler's Oasis" written beneath it.
I'm not sure what to do. I knock on the door with my staff.
It's actually like a half door, so you approach it and like the top of it is wide open.
Oh,
And you
okay.
can
It's
look
like a
into-
saloon.
Yeah, you can look into a small bar room.
I reach into the
bar.
inside and open the door from the inside.
Just sort of swings loosely. So maybe you
okay,
go to
fine.
try to tap it and you hit it with your staff and it just sort of...
Yeah.
Drops
I make
open.
my way in then and look around for someone that looks like they are in charge or someone that I could, you know, like a...
Yeah, there's a young woman behind the bar at the moment.
I approach her and
Yeah,
can I get
notice-
an attraction roll, a hotness roll?
I will roll for hotness, but I was going to say a young woman with pale gray skin and a pronounced underbite.
Ooh. Okay.
She's average attractiveness. I mean, you think she might have some like green skin blood in her or something like that. I'm not sure how your character would react to that, but I mean
Yeah.
she's not. I mean her face is symmetrical. Her breasts are shapely, but you can see her lower canines jutting out.
Hello, miss.
What can I get for you? You notice the bar or this bar room is basically empty. It's the afternoon. There's like 3 dudes having a drink and one old man passed out in the corner and mysterious black robed figure hauled up in the corner
I was
into himself.
hoping I could get a room for the night.
Yes, that'll be 4 silver.
Okay. What kind of room is that?
That's for the private room. We've got a large common room up on the 3rd floor, or if you pass out in the bar, no one will kick you out.
No, I'd like a private
make sure-
room. Thank
Make
you.
sure you pay for the drinks. All right, private room.
I fumble
silver.
around with my coin purse and produce like a gold coin and just like set it on the bar.
Any meal with that? Drinks?
Yes, I would like a meal. Thank you.
I can recommend our hopped ale,
Okay, that sounds good.
and dinner won't be up for a couple of hours. I can get you some pigskin, some nuts.
Yeah, I'll have some nuts, thank you. Okay. Where's my room now?
She handed you a key.
Okay. Yeah, I still
and gives
asked the
you-
question.
Gives you 5 silver back. Yeah, she directs you. That's on the 2nd floor. There's a
Cool.
private room, number 11 or something like that.
I take my nuts and I go post haste to my
Right.
room.
She hands you nuts, and she also pours a glass of some beige-colored liquid out of a barrel.
I take it with me and head upstairs.
Looks a little more opaque than beer should look, but no, You're not sure. Maybe you don't know a whole lot about beer.
I really don't. Okay. I get upstairs, I wipe the sweat from my brow, and go, okay.
Yeah, so you just like brought this pint glass
And dish of
and the
nuts.
little dish of nuts up to your room.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get
So
there,
it's a small, modest room, just a bed.
I set them down on the table and start pacing and go, okay, that guy downstairs is totally a wizard. He's totally a wizard. You gotta go introduce yourself, Mal. You can do this. You can talk to him. He's a great wizard, probably. You gotta be cool. All right, don't do anything stupid. Okay, break. And then I head back downstairs and do my best to confidently walk up to the wizard and stand before him.
All right.
And
So I don't. Who did you think was the wizard? Was
the black robed guy and the
Okay. You approach, and your heart starts to sink as you notice a longbow leaning against the table, and breasts underneath the cloak. This is not a guy. This is a woman.
a woman
Your
with a
illusion
bow.
shattered. A
right.
woman with a bow and a black robe, brooding by herself in the corner.
Do I notice
But
that?
you're now standing face to face with this woman.
Okay.
Her face is shrouded
Oh God.
by the robe, but you can see it sort of casting shadows on her sharp facial features.
I stand there awkwardly. Hi.
Tilts her head slightly to stare at you. Catch the glint of blue eyes.
Are you a wizard?
Do I look like a wizard?
No, not now that I see the bow, but earlier I thought you might be, and okay.
You think if I unstring it, it'd look like a staff? I could scare off the goblins?
I'm sorry for bothering you. Please forgive me. And then I just turn and walk away, and head back upstairs. My character's not nearly chaotic evil enough. He's just awkward and unsociable, and
Yeah, you haven't murdered anyone.
well, I'm playing him like 17-year-old Neil, so
17-year-old Neil wanted to be a wizard?
what do you think, man? Of course.
Absolutely.
28-year-old
you're-
Neil wants to be a wizard.
You're back alone in your room. What are you thinking about? What do you want to do?
Oh God.
Can the voice of God in your head give you any direction, or
I mean, Malcolm, he's excited about this journey with these dudes because that'll actually give him something to do. He's not very.
He's serious. I thought he was just trying to ditch Pete and Pete. He's actually
No, he's going with them.
He's going with Pete and Pete on their journey up the path to enlightenment.
Yeah, I think that Malcolm has evil tendencies and will tend to, when anger hits him, he goes overboard. But the rest of the time, when he's calm-headed, he's fairly normal, and then just has zero morals, but is still socially awkward or something.
So you've got something like 36 hours before
yeah.
you think you're leaving town. What do you think you would do with that time? It's the middle of the afternoon. You're sitting on your bed looking out over the... You have your window open?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're looking out over the city. You can just see across the street. You can see a bunch of wooden structures.
Okay. The plan is to practice my magic. I need a subject to cast Hypnotize on. And I need to do it in a way that I won't be seen casting that. I won't get in trouble for it. He's terrified of authority. Okay, I got it. I head back downstairs after 20 minutes of thinking, and look for the serving girl from before.
Yeah, she's bringing a fresh tray of beers to the 3 drunk guys that are laughing raucously in the corner.
I wait for her to be done with them, and then I say, miss, when the food's ready, could you have someone bring it up to my room for me, please?
The food? Didn't you get your nuts?
I thought you said there was dinner.
Oh, yeah, that'll still be another couple hours.
Yeah, yes, please.
If you're
Thank
hungry,
you.
maybe I can scrounge up something from the kitchen.
No, no,
Tea,
it's okay. It's okay.
some
Just
bread.
when dinner's ready, just if it's not too much trouble, could someone bring it to my room, please? Thank you. Then I fumble around with my purse and try and pull out a silver coin to give it to her and
All right.
find one.
I actually need to go to the bathroom. Let's not take a. We don't need to take
Well,
a
we
break.
can take a break. It doesn't matter. We can.
I feel like we haven't deserved a break. Haven't done anything interesting yet.
Okay.
Up to you. I'll be back in a minute, though.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a break then, and we'll see you guys in a few moments. Bye bye.